Here are some tips for cutting if you're going to use an Exacto knife or box cutter or a little blade like this. These can be really useful for really small detailed cuts. Like inside right here, I have this little space between the eyes and that cord that I need to cut out. Now scissors would be really hard for that, so I'm going to use this box cutter Exacto knife instead. I might do some around the head as well. There are some things you want to keep in mind when you're using a box cutter. First and foremost, it is a blade. It is sharp. Be smart about it. Don't go being dumb, pretending, oh, stabby stab. Nah, we gotta be better than that. So here are some tricks. First off, whenever you're cutting, make sure you have something underneath you. I happen to have a cutting board. If you have some scrap paper or cardboard, that is great to go underneath. You do not want to cut on top of your mom's kitchen table or anything that can actually be damaged if you cut through it, because you will cut through the paper and onto whatever's underneath. So make sure you have something underneath you. Second thing is how you stabilize yourself. So when you're cutting, it's really tempting to use your non-dominant hand to hold everything in place, so that way it doesn't move while you cut. But if you look at my hand right now, I've done something real bad. This thumb is in a bad place. Because as I'm cutting, I'm always cutting towards myself because that's where I have the most control. If something slips, there goes my thumb. So you need to get in the habit of making sure your hand is out of the way and always moving the blade away from yourself. Never go straight towards yourself because again, whoop, could slice into your stomach. Always make it so in case something happens, you're not going to hurt yourself. It's going to go away from your body, away from your hand. Now with the actual cuts themselves, you want to go slow and steady. Okay, how you hold it is up to you. Depending on how sharp it is, you might be able to hold it like a pencil, like this, or you might have to hold it like this. Just depends on your comfort level. Make sure the blade is down. Take your time, press in, and slowly curve it and go around everything. And then stop, lift up, turn the paper. Little cut to connect, stop, lift up, turn the paper. Always turn the paper instead of trying to cut at weird angles. Now you noticed my blade's facing that way, so I move my hand out of the way just in case. Okay. Always, always turn that paper as you go instead of trying to turn your hand into weird, awkward shapes. All the way around the entire thing and see if it'll pop up. If any little areas don't come right away, you can try to just tug it out, or you might just need to go back just kind of press your blade right into it to pull it out. There we go. We see how I've cut out that section now. Now, I didn't quite do as perfect as I might like. I might want to go back in there and clean that up a little bit. I can do that. As long as my blade is nice and sharp, I could go back and clean up those lines. There we go. So it's little bits at a time. That's what's going to help you the most when using an Exacto knife or box cutter, any sort of blade. Always make sure you retract the blade when you are done.